We continue on in Hong Kong. HKIR is behind us, but Happy Valley is ahead of us on Wednesday night. Paul Lally is here to give us the selections for the 9 races, and we get things underway with the first of the 9 at 6:40 local time, and the rail is in the B course position. The first is a Class 5 over the 1,000 metres, and Magic Traveller and Call Me Mighty are both on the class drop, as is Prestige Mooch, and he comes back in trip. Happy Horse, a last start winner. He carries an extra £10 for the victory, though. Multimore raced wide last time. Dashing Glory has the crossover noseband added, and Vemos from barrier number 3, a trial winner, and has blinkers on for the first time, Paul, and he's trying to break through at start number 26 for Zach Purton and David Hall. Happy Horse, good last time, and he's expected to lead here again off a pretty decent tempo, which you'd expect over the 1,000.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Sweet Diamond has gone forward and he can put himself there. Multimore can as well. Great Days might have to come across from his wide draw. Double shows back in trip, back to 1,000 metres. Prestige Muji gets back. Vemos, he can go forward and he can go back. With the pace in the race, I think he'll sort of be just back in midfield.
His trial shortly. Vemos, race form, no one winning form around Happy Horse last time. There he is leading for home. Yeah, £127 on his back this week. Good draw again, barrier number 2. He leads in Multimore. As we saw on the speed map, Paul, it's going to get a much better run if that plays out than what he did this night.
Yeah, he was a bit unlucky in the run here, wasn't he? But he'd been threatening to do this for a while, Happy Horse, and he's won really nicely, I thought. I think he's got the opportunity from barrier 2 to go well once again. And look, I think he won with a little bit in hand, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does go back to back.
Good start for the replays with Happy Horse given the tick from Paul. Now, Call Me Mighty, this is about his best effort last time. He ends up running 7th. He was 2 3/4 behind Happy United, so a much easier field this week on the class drop. Do you want to see more from him, though, before he goes in your selections?
I do, and especially from barrier 8. Look, he got a perfect run through on the inside. I know he drew 9 here, but that was irrelevant because he got back on the row and finished off really strongly. So he might have been just slightly flattered by finishing that close up.
All right, now obviously he does go up plenty of weight too for the class drop. Vemos, Vemos, Vemos. Paul, here he is up at Chung Fa. He led in this trial and he trialled impressively. Blinkers on for the first time. He just finds 1 or 2 to beat him, doesn't he?
He does. He's drawn nicely, barrier 3. He's going to get every opportunity. He's got Zach Purton aboard. The trial was good. But we've seen all this before, haven't we? It's just whether he wants to win. It's just the will to win for this horse. Look, he's hard to leave out because he's been placed off a lot higher ratings than this as well, but just can't get his nose in front. The best is a second off of 49, and he's down to this 36 rating. So, look, I've included him, but it's hard to put him on top.
And that is a breakdown of race number 1, but you think Happy Horse can become an even happier horse?
We could well do, and maybe put 2 together. Sometimes with these horses that have shown promise, can start putting them together. Vamos, as you mentioned, Multimore is going to get a lot better run. And Sweet Diamond's another horse who's won in the 50s ratings before. He's won off this rating of 50, and he's down to 36. So put him in on a minor line there. 5, 10, 6, 9.
Happy Horse to go back-to-back to kick the night off at Happy Valley for Angus Chung and Manfred Mann. More Class 5 racing in the second on Wednesday night, but we jump up to the 1650 for this one. Cordyceps 1 carries the top weight again. Charmander's on a 7-day backup. Get the Muddies has the blinkers off and the tongue tie going on. Super Contented draws a gate. Millennium Falcon off that 4th last time behind Heng's Choice. 7-day backup, but a wider draw for Brother Pearl. 7-day backup for Medic Elite. Viva Allah gets a good draw back to the 1650. And down the bottom, Perfect Rock will have blinkers going back on. Speed Paul, Viva Allah likes to lead no matter what the distance is, and he has one over the 1650.
He has, so I think he'll go straight to the front. Cordyceps 1 can put himself right there. Medic Elite can probably get a better run than he did last time. Get the monies, might be a little bit wide early. And Millennium Falcon, he was quite handy in a recent trial. I think he'll be just in behind the pace.
Medic Elite, it's like your weekly favourite TV show, isn't it? He's just on all the time, Medic Elite, and he seems to thrive on racing and going by this run. We know he's backed up well before in the past, Paul. Can he be thereabouts again this week?
Yeah, I think he can. Look, he's hard to leave out because he's pretty fit. He's had 7 runs already this season. So, look, he goes in. I didn't mind the run of Charmander in the orange there. He sort of just got squeezed up late, had to come off heels there, as you saw, and I thought he finished off reasonably well. So maybe he's capable in this grade. He's had a couple of runs in it now.
All right, that is our first replay. The second one features Regency Happy Star, who's placed his last two. Perfect Rock, Get the Money's Need to Improve. Cordyceps won. He is proven course and distance. The 135 next to his name, though.
Yeah, look, I don't mind actually Regency Happy Star in this because he went forward and made that mid-race move and it was a fast pace. So he actually really had to work to get there. He was still in front with 100 metres to go. And you can see he was just swamped late here by Splendid Star, so who did have the race run to suit. So of all the front runners, he stayed on quite well, I thought, Regency Happy Star. So he's definitely on the improve.
Splendid Star runs later in the meeting up in Grade 2. Millennium Falcon went around at the trials at Happy Valley since his last start. Both of his wins have been 1,400 metres. He ran fourth in this trial, stayed on okay, wasn't asked to chase down the leader, which is Beauty Destiny.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He might get a nice run just in behind because he's drawn really well, Millennium Falcon and Barrier 1. Look, I still want to see him. He's getting on in age now and we haven't seen a good form from him for a long time as a 7-year-old, so I still want to see something.
Let's look at the replays for race number 2. Is the winner in there or have you found something else?
I'm going to go with Cordyceps 1, actually. Cordyceps 1. Now, this horse here has won in a higher grade before. Zach Purdon's aboard. He should be able to get himself into a nice position, and I think he's just about ready to win. Regency Happy Star, I just talked about him. I thought he's on the improve. Charmander at a price, and Medical Elite. He's so consistent, and he's very fit. 1, 6, 2 and 9.
Paul with Cordyceps 1 to make it a 3-time winner over 1650 if you can win the second on the program. Early treble starts on race number 3 and we stretch it out to the 1800 metres for this one with Invincible Missile. This is his time of year. He's at the top of the book, having his first go over the 1800 at Happy Valley. Pegasus General, race wide last time, draws a gate. Serangoon goes from the 1600 up to the 1800. Running ahead has the cheek pieces coming off. Fortune President's very hit and miss, but he did win 2 starts ago. Happy Angel, he raced wide last time and stuck on for third. Vincey's placed 3 from 6, second up. And Splendid Star comes up in grade. His best form at this stage has been in Class 5. Speed here, Paul. Samarkand last start winner going forward, extra 8 pounds on his back. He's backed just about every week and finally delivered last time.
He did, didn't he? And look, I expect him to go forward once again here. Forever Glorious can put himself into a nice position. Happy Angel. Pegasus General, who's having a second start down here in Class 4, should be able to get himself into a nice position as well. A Splendid Star, I think he can be slightly closer over the 1800 metres. Vincey gets back, Fortune President and Invincible Missile, they generally get back.
Gray is our first replay. Happy Angel is his name. He runs third. Palace Pal was good first up. Not so much this night. Paul, what have you made of this pair's chances?
Look, I'm going to go with, of the 2, Palace Pal. I mean, he's still quite a well-rated horse here. He had to come off heels a little bit. He's run second off a 57 rating, and he is down to 43, so he is more than capable, and he's drawn nicely, Barrier 5 with Alexi Waddell. The best part of this race is the last bit where he did finish off reasonably.
He did, and the form around M Unicorn is very, very strong. Tashar Tindau for our second replay, and this is Invincible Missile. He's second last turning for home. He's won at Happy Valley under James McDonald, who's 1 for 1 on the horse, and that was part of the IJC a season or 2 ago.
It was, so James knows the horse quite well. Look, I just really like this run. He steps up to the 1800 metres, which looks ideal for him. He's a 4-time winner at Happy Valley. Had to go back to the inside and finished off really strongly here for 4th. So he really caught the eye. And prior to this, he'd run well once again. Coming back to his favourite course, I think he can win this race.
That's Mr. Dapper winning that race, and he does look to be well above average, does Mr. Dapper. Across to Happy Valley for the final replay. Pegasus General 5th, running ahead 12th, and Fortune President 11th. All chasing home Samarkand here. Is he the sort of horse you can see going back to back, or you just want to see him do something similar to this?
Not with the increase in weight. I just wonder if he can. The one I will take out, though, is Pegasus General. I mean, he's won off a 61 rating. He's at this 57 rating. This will be his second start back here in Class 4 from Barrier 1, so expect him to get a good run.
All right, that is our replays for the running of race number 3, but you are aim, fire.
Yeah, with an invincible missile here for me. So I think he can win this race. He looks in the right grade, and he's won off a lot higher rating than this in the past. Palace Power to run home strongly over the 1800, Pegasus General. And the other one is Forever Glorious. He's run third off of 48, and he's down to this rating here now of 48. So he's capable. 111.27.
Start number 62, possibly a winning one for Paul, an invincible missile in race number 3. Interesting race this, the 4th, with a couple of potentially very exciting horses in it. One's a bit of an enigma at this stage, but we'll see what he can do around Happy Valley and get to him shortly. Joy Coming at the top of the book. He's won up to 128 pounds on his back, 135 again this week. Shining Fortune, blinkers off, pacifiers go on. Super Bonus, 2 trials since his last start at the beginning of November. Golden Luck is racing well. Run Timing, 1 start for a third behind Wunderbar. King Excellente has a wide draw. Beauty Destiny is that enigma. Zach Purton sticks. Cheek Pieces and the Tongue Tie go on. Curry Magic wears pacifiers for the first time. And Colonel down the bottom is a 3-time course and distance winner. And with Colonel in the race, Paul, how much is Beauty Destiny going to get pressure-wise from him?
I think he is. Beauty Destiny might be able to fight him off early. And I think that's possible. And that means Ace Talent should be able to come across and get into a nice position. Super Bonus is the other one. He's drawn inside Beauty Destiny. He can make it hard. Whatever happens, I think this field will be quite spread out, which means Ace Talent and King Excellente should be able to get reasonable runs here. Joy Coming should get a nice run. Golden Luck. Geppy from the back will get his opportunity as well. So plenty of horse. I think every horse will get their opportunity.
Beauty Destiny is going to be our focus first of all. Nick spoke to his trainer, Frankie Law.
Frankie Law, Wednesday night we go back to Happy Valley after all the excitement of the weekend, of course, and you will put a saddle on arguably one of the most interesting horses on the programme. His name is Beauty Destiny. How is it going trying to win the battle with him at the moment? You're bringing him to the Valley for the first time.
Yes, this horse for me quite disappointed because in the morning and the trial he really good, and but sometimes when the jockeys give him pressure in the race, he don't like it. I think maybe sometimes his mind still young. So this time I tried put the chippies on and tongue tie for him. I hope can help him. I tried him in Happy Valley this year. He looks okay.
Yeah, talk us through that trial, Frankie. I mean, he looked quite keen in that trial as well, and Zach seemed keen enough to really make him work. But I mean, he won it impressively.
Yeah. Because it's first time used the chippies and tongue tie in that trial, so maybe make him more keen. But anyway, he when he lead by himself, he looks better, and the jockeys also give him a bit pressure. The last 100, he looks better than before. So I hope he can run a good race.
Do you think, I mean, maybe obviously, clearly he might just have a little think about things. Do you think maybe the Valley, with those turns and you've got to be a bit sharper and always thinking and always on the turn, do you think that's going to perhaps keep him more focused than at Shelton?
I tried 2 times already, so I think it should be good for him because he's big horse and he turns no problem. I think we need to try, yeah.
I guess there's no denying, Frankie. I mean, we see it time and time again with horses, of course, that, he looks as if he's got any amount of ability. It's just trying to channel it, isn't it, really?
Yes. Everyone knows he looks beautiful, and I think maybe he need to make his mind more focused because he looks a good horse.
And do you think the penny is now beginning to drop with him? Do you think now, as he's sort of having those runs and that bit of experience, do you think now he is just perhaps going to, become the finished article? Do you think he's just needed a little bit of time as well?
I think so, and also need some gears to help him, yeah.
Interesting horse, Paul. Beauty Destiny. We'll find out if he figures in your selection soon and what you think of his chances in this race. But the opposition includes Joy Coming, who runs third. King Excellente finishes 10th. He's won off ratings of 50 and 43, King Excellente, off 51 from barrier 12 this week.
Yeah, so he is capable, no question. I thought he had his opportunity here and sort of dropped out. Joy Cumming's been such a consistent horse. He's got to carry the big weight of 135. He's a 2-time winner in the grade, however, Joy Cumming, so he's going to go in just on a minor line.
All right, and that is barrier number 8, yellow colours for Joy Coming. It's the Vincent Ho Francis Loy combination. Golden Luck is racing consistently. Colonel up outside the speed where he's likely going to be again. Can Golden Luck get some more of it here?
Well, look, he's another horse who's been racing reasonably well. He's a one-time winner, and he's quite consistent without winning recently. So he's drawn barrier number 6, Brendan Abdullah aboard, so he'll definitely get his opportunity. It's a good race, this one, actually, and he's definitely one of the chances. You can see him there on the inside fighting on really strongly here.
It's Multi-Darling winning the race. He runs later in the program. Next replay, and we're off to Shah 10 for a debut from Run Timing. Strong field this. The winner is Wunderbar, who is unbeaten. You can see as we roll the replay, Paul, he's really hard ridden but keeps right on. Yeah,
really good debut run. He was a big price too. He was over 20 to 1 on this race, and look, he finished off nicely. He finished 4th. James McDonald will jump. Finished 3rd. He's got barrier 4 coming up on Wednesday night, so I think he's one of the leading chances.
The other thing he's done well since that race is trial at Happy Valley and trialled alongside Excellent Fighter. You can find that trial on the website if you want to check it out. But you don't mind this horse, Ace Talent, coming off a 4th. Over 1,000 metres last time, so a jump up in trip.
Yeah, I think the 1200 will probably suit him the way it's going. It's going to be run at a fastly run race, and he has drawn wide, but I think he can get across from that wide draw. If he does, he's one of 43. He's a similar rating here at 45. Lyle Hewittson aboard. And look, he wasn't too far away here. They did finish across the track there, but Happy United's going to probably start favoured in a stronger race later on. So, look, I think he's a good chance.
All right, you're with him. Ace Talent to win the 4th.
Hopefully we get a good price. I'm expecting he should pay a bit, Ace Talent. So I'm looking for value in this race because I think it's wide open. Run Timing in for 2nd. Tegepi will get the race run to suit. He'll get back. He'll be finishing on strongly, and then Joy Coming in there for 3rd. Now, Beauty Destiny. I just want to see him do it. He's got the cheek pieces, a tongue tie on. He's got all the ability, as Frankie said, in the world, but he might come up a bit short in this race, and that's why I was looking for something at a price. If Colonel and Super Bonus wasn't in the race, I'd be more interested in him.
All right, so Paul is the value hunter with Ace Talent, the first leg of the 6-up winner on the Paul Lally selections. We spin race 5 up and then spin up the withdrawal graphic because unfortunately Humble Star has come out. So race 5, number 2, won't be making it 3 in a row this week. We'll have to wait for another week to try and improve on those last 2 wins. We've got Harmony and Blessed at the top of the book, a 4-time course and distance winner. California Deeply, Explosive Witness come out of the same race. Cheval Valiant, high-speed horse, drawn barrier number 7. Atomic Energy, a good draw from barrier number 1. Sugar Ball makes his Hong Kong debut. He's had the 3 trials, a winner over 1,400 metres at Sandown in Australia. Happy United, massive last time, and Fortune Warrior back from the 1,200 to the 1,000. He did win over this distance in Class 4. Cheval Valiant leads. Happy United, Paul, he won't know what that thing is next to his inside, the fence.
Yeah, he was 3 or 4 wide the whole way last start and still won. So, look, he should be able to sort of slot in there towards the back. Atomic Energy in front of him. There is pace in there. Cheval Valiant, Fortune Warrior, Harmony and Blessed are all noted leaders. And Sugar Ball's gone forward in his trials as well.
He's been pushed out at the end, has Sugar Ball. One horse that was so strong at the end last time was Happy United. To see how he's done since that run, here's Nick with Jamie Richards.
Jamie, Happy United, a runner for you on Wednesday night, holding his form well and now goes up in grade.
Yeah, he's been consistent through the early part of the season. Won well last time. Did it the hard way, covered a fair bit of extra ground, but yeah, the horse is in good form, and if he can handle the step up, should be a nice chance again.
Do you feel he can? I mean, he's obviously a lightly raced horse, and sometimes when they're on that trajectory, sometimes the time to catch him going up in grade. But he does look sort of, that he is carrying that form forward. Would that be fair?
Yeah, well, he's in his 2nd season now, and after they've had a little bit of a break and a year to toughen up, they usually improve a little bit. So I think 1,000 metres has been the key to him, bringing him back in trip. He's racing well. Not often you see them as wide as he was last time, and still stick at it. So I thought it was a good win last time, and hopefully he's still in good form.
He's got that potent turn of foot, and having a quick look at the sort of speed map of this race, there will be 2, if not maybe 3, that you'd like to go forward. So I guess the race might just play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's got a midfield gate, big horse, he plays pretty fair. So hopefully Vincent can, wave his magic wand and find a bit of space midfield.
So if it's the same magic wand he used on the weekend. Form's taken a nice timely boost as well. He beat oversubscribed, so obviously that's certainly looking well now.
Yeah, he was good the other week at IJC night, wasn't he? So, yeah, the horse is in good shape and hopefully he can run well again.
That is Jamie Richards talking Happy United. We move on, Paul. Gee, this horse is consistent. Atomic Energy runs second here over the 1,000 metres. Has never been worse than fourth in plenty of goes, course and distance.
Yeah, exactly. And look, three placings from the 4 goes in this class as well. And I thought he'll come on from this run. He gets the claim now. He didn't get the claim in this one. Barrier number 1. I think he can win this race. Humble Star comes out. Explosive Witness, he'll get back. He'll be running on again. He'll win one soon, Explosive Witness. But he's been a little bit costly in the last few starts.
It's around this time of year that he does win, because his last win was January.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
2021. Cheval Valiant speeds along. This was a straight trial. We know he speeds down the straight well at Shah Tin, but not as fast around the Happy Valley bend so far.
Yeah, prefer him down the straight. This horse, Happy Valley's not as happy hunting ground for this horse. But the straight is. So this was a straight trial and he won really impressively. Look, he is capable. He's been placed here before, but I just prefer him down the straight.
And Douglas White stable going very, very well, but does need to turn that Happy Valley form around. Did bolt up in that trial. That's WizKid running second, some 5 or so lengths away. Happy United, Atomic Energy, a mixture of those two or something else?
No, that's it. I'm going to go with that Quinella, actually. I do like those two. I'll just go with Atomic Energy on top of Happy United coming up here. California Deeply, look, he's more than capable. He ran on a little bit last time. But he has run second of 79 and he's on a 74 rating, and Explosive Witness, as we've talked about, will be running on at the end. Do like Atomic Energy, I think, to win this one though. 6-9-3-4.
That's race number 5, Atomic Energy, horse number 6 for Paul in the first leg of Wednesday's Triple Trio. Last up winner at the top of the book in race number 6, that is a Scotch Tycoon, as they jump from the 1,200 metre start for this Class 4. He goes to 135 though, Scotch Tycoon, for that win, with 129 pounds on his back last time. High Rise Soldier's a 4-time course and distance winner. Travel Golf can't draw a gate. Golden Long is on debut on the back of 4 trials. Sight Victory a wider draw. Compassion Super wins off rating 53 and 49. He jumps off a rating of 51. Sea Sapphire has the cheek pieces going on, and Shinkansen comes back in trip. He was lame last time over the 1650. He did run a couple of good races over this distance 2 and 3 runs ago. Golden Long, Paul, he's shown a stack of speed in his trials. So is Sea Sapphire. He hasn't produced on race day yet, but there is toe there.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to get into a speed battle. I think Chadwick will go on with it with Golden Long, and as such, Antoine will let him go and just sit in the trail. See you again can get himself into a nice position. Scotch Tycoon led last start. That's the first time we've seen that, but he won. So I think he'll be a little bit more prominent, and Young Life Forever should get a nice run as well.
See You Again and Sea Sapphire are the two in the first replay. He went back to Chungfa, Sea Sapphire, and he led along in trial well up there, winning 7 by a length and a half, but he's done that numerous times at the trial and has yet to produce it on race day. We know See You Again is not normally too far away.
No, and look, his win came off 51. He's at this 52 rating now, so he's getting pretty close to a win. Emeritus Spexo that won this race is racing later in the card. So, look, I think See You Again has got a little legitimate chance in this race.
And we go to Young Life Forever running second. He's racing very well, Paul. His last 4 starts, back end of last season a win, resumed with the 9th at Shah Tin, which is not his track, then placed his last 2 here at the Valley.
Yeah, look, Happy Day won this race, and Happy Day's been in good form. He'll run later in the card and be one of the favourites in a higher rated race. So look, I thought it was a really good run here from Young Life Forever. He wasn't beaten too much. He was actually just beaten on the bob, really. Looked like he was going to get him about now, but just the bob didn't go his way. So I think he's due one.
And that's all it was, wasn't it? Heads up, heads down. Who had the nose down on the post? It was Happy Day. Multi Darling is a last start winner at decent odds. It's a claiming win this night for Dylan Moe. Carried 114 pounds. Will go up 6 for the victory. This was his first win in 12 starts. Wider draw is going to make it more difficult, though. Yeah, he had a really good run here, and he won really nicely. Barrier number 10 just worries me a little bit for him. So, look, I was happy just to watch him. I'm not sure he can go 2 in a row. He went 109.9. See You Again's race went 109.6. Now, Scotch Tycoon is a last start winner, Paul, but of the 4 replays, This the slowest of them, 110.18. What do you make of this form?
Well, I'll tell you one thing I do like about Scotch Tycoon is that last season he went bang bang. He actually won 2 in a row. He's also won in Class 3 before, so he's a horse that can hold his form. He came down the middle of the track. The winners in this day were coming down that middle part of the track, so I wouldn't read too much into the times here. He did win nice enough. I'm going to include him again. I think he's a horse that can hold his form.
Win-win, like a Scotch finger biscuit.
Exactly. All those good. They're nice too.
They are indeed. So can we buy some Scotch fingers, or we need to multi him up?
Well, he's in there for second, actually. I'm going to go with a Young Life Forever, which you probably won't if you eat too many of those Scotch biscuits. But he's on top the 4 to beat Scotch Tycoon. Compassion Super's a well-rated horse. He's a horse going really well at the moment. He's one of 53. He's done this 51 rating. And See You Again can get himself into a nice position. 4197.
That is the preview for race number 6. Paul will have more biscuit recommendations later in the program. Race number 7 now, and we've got Beato stepping up in trip to the 1650 for the first time. It's a Class 4 event. Up and Up is on the class drop. He too goes back to the 1650, but he has raced at the distance. Smart Fighter wide draw again, and he's trialled at Happy Valley in October. This is his debut under race conditions. Aromatica jumps up in trip. Win-Win Fighter's a 2-time course and distance winner. Dragon Star's had a terrific start to the season. Last start winner, well weighted again. Stormtrooper has the blinkers coming off, and Right Honourable. Winner 2 starts ago in Class 5, and he's won a stack of them over the 1650 metres. They've been riding Dragon Star forward, Paul, and it's been working so well. If he hasn't been winning, he's been close up, so why change a winning factor?
Correct. I think he'll go straight to the front. Go Hero can go forward. I think he can get himself into a nice position. Win-Win Fighter likewise. There's not much pace in this race at all behind Dragon Star, so we should get a cheap enough lead. Smart Fighter can get himself into a nice position. Our Lucky Glory, our strongest boy, is going to have to go back with Up and Up and Right Honourable. He races his best races when he's at the back.
Hong Kong's leading trainer is Pierre Ong. He just keeps training winner after winner. Nick asked him if Dragon Star can add to that again on Wednesday night.
Pierre, Dragon Star is a runner for you on Wednesday night. He's a horse who's continued to hold his form well and got that deserved success last time.
Yes, he finally hit the front last time. He's running exceptionally well. Been placing a few more times and won last time. Hopefully he can do that again this time.
Anyone that studies the form book, which I'm sure you do, a couple of horses that have run behind him that day, Simply Maverick 5th and All Are Mine. I mean, Simply Maverick absolutely blew them away last week, so that form is got a very strong look to it now.
Yeah, it's very strong form, and hopefully he'll get a more easy lead and do it all the way himself.
He seems like a horse, Pierre, obviously maybe sort of gets himself fit, one of those sort of really, just, I know it sounds a bit silly, but really fit racehorses that just probably keeps himself on the go. In the mornings, do you have to do much with this guy, given the way that sort of he races and stuff?
No, we don't have to do much on him. Just a normal schedule, easy gallop, and he knows what he's doing on the race day.
We know obviously the way he runs his races, planned very much, I suppose, to lead. Once again, you've got Gate 6, well, Karras will be on board, so I guess that's a sort of a nice middle part of the line.
Yeah, definitely. He's been drawn wide before. So I think draw doesn't really matter to him. He just jump and go.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. One horse that did jump and did go very quickly was Quantum Patch. I wanted to ask you about him now that the dust has settled after the weekend. Very promising horse. His turf record's looking impressive all the time.
Yeah, he does improve. Hopefully he can show us more in the Class 2 and work his way up further.
Yeah, he looks a very nice horse. I mean, just the style in which he won, I imagine you'd be certainly hoping for bigger and better things with him.
Oh, definitely on a big day as well, when you can imagine what sort of races he'll be racing in 12 months' time.
And still unbeaten on the turf, Galaxy Patch making it 3 for 3 at Sha Tin on Sunday. Opposition for Dragon Star, Paul. Beato, 1400 to 1650, good draw. James McDonald, extra £4 for the senior rider, but he's been getting home and getting back and flashing home over the shorter trips.
Yeah, he looks really well suited to the 1650 here. He's drawn barrier 1. There's not much pace in this race. He should be 3 or 4 back. He won't be too far back. And look, I like him in this race. I think he's been ready to win this horse and really caught the eye, finishing off strongly. So another really good run, as you can see here, finishing off, and he's going to relish the extra 250 metres.
No trials at Happy Valley for Beato. He comes there for the first time. Here we've got Strongest Boy and Happy Hunk. Paul, are you taking one of these, either of these? One of the two of the fireman's calendar or not?
Look, I've got Strongest Boy in, on a minor line. He's just drawn barrier number 12. I think he can run on strongly. But one for the ladies could be the Omen bet with this Quinella, couldn't it?
It could indeed. That Strongest Boy, who's been to Chungfa and come from back in the field and run home in a trial too, since Happy Hunk would need to improve. Smart Fighter is our last replay. Some track work for him. He's just having no luck with the barrier draws.
No, he's not. But I reckon he can sneak in here because there's not too much pace here, and he's got a little bit of gate speed. You can see he's working with Voyage Bubble, so that's not a bad piece of work. He was going as well as Voyage Bubble was, although he wasn't being pushed out. But look, Ricky's obviously got him working with his top horses.
Exactly, and Voyage Bubble second in the mile on the weekend. Who do you like here?
Look, I'm going to go with one of the horses here, the 2, which is Beato. I think he's really well suited here. So he's on top to beat Dragon Star, who will go to the front, and he'll look like the winner at some stage, Dragon Star. I just think Beato can come over the top. Smart Fighter, and then Strongest Boy on the minor line. 2849.
And that is the preview for race number 7. It's the first leg of the late treble. We've got a scratching for race number 8. Out goes Thesis. In comes the informed Romantic Cloud. Jerry Chow rides him for Cody Moe. The 8th is a Class 3 over the 1650 metres, and Moments in Time is on the class drop for James McDonald and Danny Shum, ran 4th behind Romantic Warrior at the trials since his last start. 9th, Loyal Baby has a new home now with Cody Moe, who's put the hood on. Hoss has a new home now with Pierre Rong. No cheek pieces for him. Tourbillon Prince back from the 1800 to the 1650. USS Constitution has had 10 trials ahead of his debut. Precise Express, winner at Happy Valley over the 1800, but his best form is over at Shartin. And Foolish Heart, permission granted to add a visor to him. Derek Long for Michael Chang. We've got the speed here, Paul, coming from Tourbillon Prince. He was on a 7-day backup last time and did pull up as Aurora too. Yeah, he did. He's got that pace though, Tourbillon Prince. I think he can go to the front and lead. Loyal Baby will try and come across. Red Majesty. Now, he used to be a reliable leader, Red Majesty, but he's taken a sit the last few starts. Foolish Heart can put himself right there at Moments in Time. USS Constitution, who is the first starter here in Hong Kong, he can sort of midfield, and Gallant Making generally gets back with the All My Everything. Romantic Lau comes into the field, Paul, as the nominated standby starter. Cody Moe's got him going great races at the moment. 4 starts this season for 2 wins and 2 placings, and will draw barrier number 7. Very progressive horse, and he's always looked good, this horse, Romantic Lau. I think he can win this once again. You know, he comes into the race, he's got barrier number 7. He's run second of this rating before. He didn't get put up for this particular second behind Chil Chibi, and we know how well Chil Chibi's going. We do indeed. He's absolutely flying, is Chil Chibi. Opposition includes this horse, Gallant Waking, who's wide. Barrier number 12 is going to make it difficult. He is a horse that's placed 2 from 3 course and distance. All wins so far have been at the 1200. Yeah, so he's going to step up to the 1650. He sort of looked like a horse that 1650 would be okay. He's been placed twice from his 3 starts, so he is capable over the 1650. And look, this was behind Lucky Archangel, and he wasn't too far away, was he? He was not. Vincent Ho back on board, and Vincent does have a good record on the horse. He's also been back to the trials as Gallant Waking. That is him in the blue cap with the white spots. To his immediate left is a horse called Voyage Bubble. Yeah, who ran second in the mile, of course, on the weekend. So the trial was good. There was no problems with the trial whatsoever. He seems to handle the all-weather, and they've never raced him on him before. I wonder if that's a possibility for him as well. Pushed out a little bit here, but he was behind Voyage Bubble. He was at Helios Express on the outside too, under a tight hold in those purple colours. That's Gallant Waking, the chat about him. We move on now to a bit of form out of this race. Foolish Heart runs 4th. Red Majesty raced wide, and Maldives, you can catch him at times, but it's just the time to catch him. Foolish Heart still fairly lightly tried in Hong Kong. Yeah, look, none of these made it into my numbers, but of these ones, I think Foolish Heart would have been the one that was pretty close. He's got a lightweight. He's on this rating of 61. This will be his 4th start. And look, he'd be a really good bet, I think, if he drops down in grade next time. Quantum Patch has been in great form recently, so the form of the race is solid. So Foolish Heart the best of them, but not quite in the top four for Paul. Tourbillon Prince, busy horse. He was on a 7-day backup when he was that roarer last time. Went up to Chung Fa to get over that, and a quiet trial here. He runs 4th behind Sight Success.
He's run 2nd of this rating before. That was 3 starts ago. He's drawn nicely in barrier number 5. The roaring conditions obviously are a concern with him. But if the horse is going well at the moment, if he can get away with it, then he's obviously a really good chance. Zach Purton aboard. It's just if he can get a breather in front. And you can see he wasn't pushed in this trial whatsoever.
He runs 4th there in that Chung Fa turf trial. He's had 2 starts, course and distance for 2 placings. What is the makeup of your top 4?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the 7, the standby starter that comes into the race, Romantic Lau. I think he can win. Tourbillon Prince in there for 2nd. Now, Hoss is one of 67. He's at 69, so he's getting down to a winnable rating. And Yorma, everything's really well rated at the moment. His last win was off 77. He's at a 64 rating. 7.548.
And off the subs bench, but in with a real life chance is race 8, number 7, Romantic Lau. Deep Race is the last, and it's the 9th of the night. It's over the distance of 1,200 metres and a Class 3. Superb Capitalist is coming back to a track he's won 2 from 4 at. Over the distance, Fashion Legend makes his Hong Kong debut. Brave Star wide draw again, but he raced well from the 10 last time. Bonza Perla pacifies with cows off, blinkers go on. America Spexo extra £3 for his first placing in this grade. Resuming Prince of Porty has the tongue tie going on. Savvy Chic wears cheek pieces for the first time. Ace Victory's had 4 trials since he's been here, and Happy Day looking to make it 3 wins in a row, and 3 for 3 for new trainer Jamie Richards. Superb Capitalist Paulie rolls to the lead. Ace Victory's gone forward and trial well. Co-partner Ambition a perfect trip. Metro Warrior, noted 1,000-metre horse, but that's a shut in, and this race is 1,200.
Yeah, so he might be able to get across with that speed, Metro Warrior, and try to get outside Superb Capitalist. I think that's the aim. If he does, it might be a bit tricky for Brave Star. Prince of Porty went back on his debut run when he drew wide, so he might just try and find some cover. Back to Co-partner Ambition, I think he'll get the perfect run in behind. Bonza Perla, she's drawn well, but she hasn't got any early pace.
She went back in a trial, Bonza Perla, and did run on at the end. But Jamie Richards is our man. He talks to Nick Ree. Happy day.
Jamie, happy day. Could be a very happy night for you on Wednesday, in fact, with a couple of your runners. But this guy's been in super form. He's only had 2 runs for you, and both of them have been successes.
Yeah, he's won well first up at 1,000, got there the last hop, and won well again last time. He's had a fair bit of luck in running the last couple of starts, so hopefully that can continue on Wednesday night.
You've sent him up to Chung Fa as well, just for a little break and freshen up. How's he done up there?
Yeah, he's done well. He had a maintenance trial, tipped over nicely. Seems to be enjoying a month between runs and a trial in between times, so hopefully we can see him sort of run well again on Wednesday night.
He's quite a versatile horse, Jamie, isn't he? He's won 1,000, 12 and 14. I mean, you know, it takes a little bit of doing that to sort of encompass all 3 of those trips.
Yeah, he's a big strong horse, and he's by a good sire here in Hong Kong and Pirancanto, and we sort of just changed things around a little bit with him and put some headgear on him, and he's racing well, so if he can handle the step up in class, hopefully it should be another good chance.
He's yet to win one in the grade, but he has run some really good races. Given that he is in the form that he is at the moment, I bet you'd be confident that he can do it now.
Well, he's a horse that gets back a little bit, so because of that he always needs a little bit of luck in running, and he's had the luck his last couple of starts, so how long that luck continues we'll soon see on Wednesday night, but hopefully it plays his way again.
Jamie, I can't chat to you without sort of looking back a bit on the weekend. You must have been incredibly proud of Wellington. He ran a slashing race in the sprint.
Yeah, he did. He ran really well. Lucky Swainess, he's a the champion sprinter here, and full credit to our bloke. I thought he ran a really good race.
Where do you go now with him going forward, Jamie?
He'll go to the Centenary Cup at the end of January.
I guess his sort of map sort of plans itself, really, doesn't it?
It does. When they're up in that grade, it's there's only a certain amount of races for them, so we'll give him a little bit of a freshen. He might go to Chung Fa, but he'll have a trial or something in between times, and look forward to seeing him at the end of January.
Happy day, and Jamie Richards also a little chat there on Wellington at the end. America Spexo, Paul, he's well back turning for home in this replay, but they did line up across the track late in this race. Brave Star can't draw a gate. He stays on. It was a creditable effort from him.
It was definitely a good run from Brave Star. America Spexo was 4-zip in this grade before this. He did finish off nicely here, but I just wondered about the form because they were right across the track, as you mentioned, with him. He's going to come up quite short, I think, in this race. He's got Zach Purton aboard. He might be unders, but I've included him, but not on a win line.
And the speed in the race, Paul, comes from Superb Capitalist too. Seemed to get around the bends quite well, but then he just hit a flat spot when he was up in the weights. Those wins off 112 and 122 pounds on his back. The higher weights have seen him run 11th and 6th.
Yeah, he has. So he gets the apprentice claim once again. Look, the thing with him is he's fresh, right? He's had 3 months off basically from the races, and he looks like he's come back sort of full of beans with this particular trial. And with that 3-month break, I think he's going to be a legitimate chance.
How did you separate the top 4 for the last, knowing that co-partner Ambition's in good form?
Yeah, I like him, actually, co-partner Ambition. He didn't get the clearest of runs here. Prior to this, he'd won his last couple, and he's still well rated. He's 1 off 73. He's still at a 68 rating. And look there, he got checked there and had to come off heels there, and it was good night nurse after that. So he should get the perfect trail. He's a horse in really good form, and I like the way he picked himself off and finished off really strongly in this. So I think he's a big chance.
Could be a big night for James McDonald.
Looks, I've got him on quite a few actually with James McDonald. So yeah, I think it could well be a big night for him. He's on top, co-partner Ambition to beat Happy Day, Superb Capitalist, and A America Spec. So 7-11-1-6.
And there you have it, the preview for Happy Valley on Wednesday night. It's a 9-race program. It's on the B course, and racing gets underway at 6:40 Hong Kong time.